Ladies and gentlemen, life has a way of challenging us in unimaginable ways. At times we feel lost, shattered, and unsure of how to move forward. These moments test the very core of who we are. But today I want to remind you of something profound. When you feel broken, it is not the end of it, it is the beginning of a powerful transformation. Nick Vujicic, a man born without arms and legs, has shown the world that even the greatest limitations can become the foundation for incredible strength. His story teaches us that our challenges do not define us. Instead, how we rise from those challenges shapes who we truly are. So, as we journey together in this moment of reflection and empowerment, let's remember, no matter how broken we may feel, there's a way forward, a way to rebuild, to thrive, and to inspire others in the process. Every one of us has something about ourselves that we view as a limitation, a flaw, or an imperfection. These aspects of who we are can often feel like obstacles holding us back from achieving our dreams or living a fulfilling life. However, the truth is that what we perceive as imperfections often hold the key to our greatest strengths. This concept may seem counterintuitive at first, but it becomes clear when we consider how challenges can shape us. The very things we think make us less than others can, in fact, make us more unique, more resilient, and more capable of overcoming adversity. When we think about someone like Nick Vujicic, born without arms or legs, it's easy to imagine how he could have viewed his condition as a life sentence of limitations. Yet he has chosen to redefine what those perceived imperfections mean. Instead of focusing on what he couldn't do, he has discovered what he could do, and in doing so, he has inspired millions around the world. This shift in perspective, seeing what seems to hold us back as an opportunity for growth, is something we can all learn from. The reality is that our imperfections often bring out qualities in us that would otherwise remain hidden. They teach us humility, patience, and determination. They force us to look deeper within ourselves to find creative solutions to the challenges we face. For example, someone who struggles with self-doubt might develop an exceptional ability to empathize with others because they know what it feels like to wrestle with inner struggles. Someone who has faced physical limitations might cultivate a strong sense of resourcefulness and adaptability, traits that are invaluable in all areas of life. It's also important to recognize that what we see as flaws are often the very things that make us relatable to others. People are drawn to authenticity, and when we embrace who we are flaws, and or we give others permission to do the same. In this way, our imperfections can become a source of connection and strength, both for ourselves and for those around us. Sharing our struggles and how we've worked to overcome them can inspire others to face their own challenges with courage and determination. Our imperfections are also what drive us to grow. If everything in life came easily, we wouldn't have the opportunity to build resilience or learn the lessons that come from overcoming difficulty. Struggles force us out of our comfort zones and encourage us to strive for something greater. They teach us not to take things for granted and to appreciate the value of hard work and perseverance. Over time, the process of facing and overcoming challenges shapes us into stronger, more capable individuals. It's worth noting that embracing our imperfections doesn't mean settling for less or giving up on personal growth. Rather, it means accepting ourselves as we are while striving to be the best version of ourselves. It's about understanding that our worth isn't determined by our perceived flaws or limitations, but by how we choose to live our lives and the impact we have on others. By reframing the way we view our imperfections, we can start to see them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to success. When we stop trying to hide or deny our imperfections, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. We begin to see that the very things we thought were holding us back can actually propel us forward. Our struggles can give us a sense of purpose, a reason to push ourselves further, and a motivation to help others who are going through similar experiences. Instead of letting our imperfections define us in a negative way, we can let them define us in a positive way. This shift in mindset can transform not only how we see ourselves, but also how we approach life and the challenges it presents. Resilience is not something that comes naturally to everyone. It is often forged in the fires of adversity and built step by step through the challenges we face in life. When we encounter difficulties, whether they are physical, emotional, or situational, the temptation is to focus on the enormity of the problem, to feel overwhelmed by the mountain before us. However, the key to cultivating resilience lies in shifting our focus from the overwhelming big picture to manageable steps forward. It is about taking one step at a time, no matter how small, and continuing to move forward even when progress feels slow. In moments of hardship, it's easy to feel paralyzed, believing that the challenges ahead are too great to overcome. But resilience is built in the small, consistent actions we take every day. It's about choosing to get out of bed when every part of us wants to stay under the covers, about making the decision to try again after a failure, and about showing up for ourselves even when the odds seem stacked against us. Each small step may seem insignificant on its own, but collectively they create momentum. Over time, this momentum builds into the strength to face and overcome even the toughest obstacles. When we focus on taking one step at a time, we also reduce the mental burden of trying to solve everything all at once. Often, the thought of fixing an entire problem can feel daunting and discouraging, leading to feelings of helplessness or defeat. But by breaking the challenge down into smaller, achievable tasks, we give ourselves a sense of control and accomplishment. Each small success reinforces our belief in our ability to persevere, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens our resilience over time. Taking one step at a time also allows us to remain present in the moment. Instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, we direct our energy toward what we can do right now. This mindset helps us stay grounded and focused, enabling us to make better decisions and to use our resources more effectively. It also reminds us that resilience is not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about doing the best we can with what we have in the moment. Another important aspect of taking one step at a time is that it creates space for us to learn and adapt as we go. Challenges are rarely straightforward, and the path to overcoming them is often filled with twists and turns. By focusing on small, incremental progress, we give ourselves the opportunity to reevaluate our approach and make adjustments along the way. This flexibility is a critical component of resilience, as it allows us to stay open to new possibilities and solutions that we might not have considered otherwise. Resilience is also strengthened by the sense of accomplishment that comes from taking action, no matter how small. Every time we choose to move forward, even in the face of fear or uncertainty, we prove to ourselves that we are capable of handling life's difficulties. This sense of capability grows with each step we take, helping us build the confidence and inner strength needed to face future challenges. It's a reminder that resilience is not about never falling, it's about having the courage to get back up and keep going. Small steps also serve as reminders that progress is still progress, even if it doesn't happen as quickly as we would like. Resilience is not a race but a journey, and each step forward, no matter how slow or difficult, brings us closer to our goals. By focusing on what we can do today, we can find a sense of purpose and direction, even in the midst of uncertainty or pain. This mindset helps us stay motivated and committed, giving us the strength to continue moving forward, no matter how long the road may seem.